Addi, come away.
One day,
Yeah.
like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain. It comes rolling in,
Coming too. Get up though, Addi.
right away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it hits you like a ton of lead.
That's some deceit.
Oh yeah, it'll mess with your head. You won't know where to begin.
Well, I have officially found the worst spot to be vlogging because there's all these people coming out of the drive
You can't keep up.
looking at me weirdly, but anyway. I'm actually in the car right now, packed and on my way to an obedience trial. Now, if you follow this channel, you might know that so far up to this date, it's only been Mischa that's done trials, that has been the competition dog. So this one, she's 4 years old, she's my oldest dog. So far, I have not taken any other dog trialing, but you may know where this is going from what I've been saying. I do not just have Mischa with me today, I also have Fable with me today. So very, very exciting, because Fable is entered in her first competition ever, in her first trial ever today. So very cool. She's never been to, I don't think she's been to a trial before. I don't think so. I'm just trying to remember if I've taken her with when I've just had Mischa in the competition, but I don't think so. So I think this is not only her first entered trial, it's also her first time at a trial full stop. Yeah, so she's currently, I don't think you can really see her, she's in the crate in the back there. Poor Papa, she has to be always in a crate when I bring both dogs together, because if not, they usually start a fight. It's too much bother. I like to keep them separated. So Fable is in the crate and Mischa's in the back there. Yeah, so this is Fable's first ever competition. I can't wait to see how she goes. It's an obedience competition today. Obedience is my thing. I love obedience, but it maybe is not the most fun to watch. Thoughts about how it's gonna go. So we'll do Mischa first. Mischa has come a very long way, especially since, one of these days I'm gonna reveal the secret, especially since I did the thing that is still a secret so far. Her obedience has come a long way. She still has problems. Because she's my first dog, I basically did everything wrong with her. So all the mistakes I had to retrain, and I'm getting there, like I'm retraining them, getting there, but some of the stuff she still does. So I think she'll do okay, but it's you never know. And the other thing is that when we go to a trial, because of where I live in a rural, remote place, I don't take her out that often, so I don't get a lot of practice taking her somewhere and doing our obedience. So we'll see how she goes. I'm thinking she will do okay, but she might still, some of the mistakes I made early in her training might pop up, and we'll see. Fable's, this is her first trial, so I'm not really expecting anything from her. I just really want her to have fun and be relaxed, because Fable's biggest problem is she can be a little bit clingy, if I'm going to be honest. Maybe she'll pass something. So I've entered both dogs in the same classes, so they're all in the lowest level of obedience, which is CCD, Community Companion Dog. And then they're also both entered in the lowest level of Rally Obedience, which is Rally Novice, and the lowest level of Trick Dog, which is Trick Dog Starter, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to stop blabbering on. I'm going to meet up some people from my club. We're going to do a convoy together to the trials, so it's going to be fun. So we'll get driving.
Whoa, 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 you're ever so shy, and you don't realize you're a song in our minds. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is because I've got crates and stuff in here, so it's a little bit squishy. But yeah, we have arrived. I'm just going to go have a scout for where you pick up your numbers, because I have to wear a number on my arm, which you'll see. And then I'll probably take the dogs out just for a quick sniff around and maybe a tiny bit of warm-up stuff. But it's 12:15 now and classes start at 1 p.m, so got a little bit of time to kill. But yeah. It's warm, it's sunny, it was supposed to be raining and it was supposed to be freezing, so that's good. Okay, so here we go into Mischa's first class. So this is CCD. I'm not going to make you guys watch the entire class because I think watching somebody walk around the field with their dog is not the most entertaining content on the internet. So don't worry guys, I've cut it up, okay? You don't have to watch the whole thing. I'm just gonna quickly point out the glaringly obvious failings, just because I think it's fun. So the first thing, very clearly, is that she's forging. So that means she's too far ahead of me. So her shoulder is actually in front of my left leg when it should be in line with my left leg. And this really is the number one problem that we have, because her forging causes her head to wrap around, and because her head's wrapped around, it causes the rest of her body to swing out, and that's where we end up with crooked positions, crooked sits, crooked downs, and crooked stands. That's something I really need to work on, and I'm aware of that. It's just because from my perspective, it really does look like she's in position, but then when I look back at the video, she's very much not. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. But her enthusiasm and her focus are really good. Doesn't matter what your dog knows, if they don't have motivation to do it, then you have nothing. So motivation and focus, I mean, they go hand in hand, and they're essential.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
Oh yeah, so her stand for examination, this is what actually disqualified us, because she moved 4 feet. She moved 3 feet, but she moved 1 foot twice, and that disqualified us. They're not allowed to move their feet for the stand for examination, which is really a shame, because I really think we had a chance. We definitely had a chance of qualifying, and maybe a chance of placing as well, I don't know. I did have to say down twice, but like, her recall's really good. And unfortunately, she does sit slightly off position. She's meant to be directly in front of me. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Like, I'm not very experienced trialing. What do you think she would have gotten if we hadn't failed that? Would we have qualified? I'm not sure.
Like your friend. Mischa, come here. Good girl.
Oh, it's all good.
So, what's her name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Okay. Sit.
Sit. Good.
Stay. Stay.
Nice, pop, pop.
Jeannie, get your leg.
Aww.
Man, I bet they're a handful. We had a little bit of a false start here, and Fable playing with the cone. But the judge was really nice, and he let us start again. And then we were off. So this is what's called rally obedience. Now, rally obedience is slightly different to formal obedience in that there's this course made up of all these signs set out like this, which say stuff like left turn, right turn, halt, down your dog, go around your dog, that sort of thing. And you walk the course beforehand, and then when you go in, you just follow the signs and go through the course. And I do believe it's timed, but I don't think time is usually a problem so much for the low levels like this. I think it's more about just completing the course full stop. But yeah, it's really fun. You're allowed to talk to your dog as much as you want. You can give as many cues as you want. You're just not allowed to touch your dog or use your lead. Fable got 95 out of 100 points. So I'm not an expert on like the history of this stuff, but I'm pretty sure rally obedience was designed to like help people get into the sport of obedience. It's a more accessible version of obedience because you can say as many cues as you want, you can talk to your dog as much as you want, you can use as many signals as you want, you just can't touch them or use your lead. Oh, and you get multiple tries at the signs. At least in Rally Novice, if you fail at the sign, you get another go. And I can't remember how many retries you get, but you do get more than one. But yeah, it's really fun. I definitely highly recommend if you think that doing some sort of obedience sport with your dog sounds fun. definitely just go and try a rally obedience. I mean, ideally you would join a club, but if you don't have a club nearby or if you don't want to commit to it just yet, just go try a rally trial. It's really fun. It's like, it's all for fun.
이렇게 널 덜어낼게. I know I deserve better. I don't hate you, but the way you just grip my heart, break my heart, 나를 무너지게 해. And you might be 여는 널 위한 배려가 이젠 아까워. Oh, I never wanted us to be like this. I never wanted to leave. All I ever wanted was to.
So Fable actually got 95 points out of 100 and Mischa got 100 points out of 100, which means that they both qualified. That's Fable's first ever qualification in anything, and they also won themselves first and second place because they were in the same class, so they took both first and second for me, so thanks pups. Yeah, I'm really proud of them. I can't believe Fable got a qualification on her first ever trial. She's such a clever girl. Although saying that, we haven't actually seen her obedience yet, so we might have to hold our opinions on Fable's cleverness until then.
Sure, I've had lovers in my past. Won't lie, I've had a blast, but none of them had your humor. They can't compare. No one could ever do. Nobody's close to you.
So this is Fable's obedience. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, looking back at this, it doesn't look nearly as bad as I remembered it being. Like, I honestly remembered it being a total mess when in actual fact there's just a few things that were kind of messy. It's funny how you feeling at the time affects how you perceive things, because it's really not that bad. I mean, so there's a couple of things. She kept checking out, so I had to keep using my lead to remind her that we're actually doing something and not just walking around a field. I thought it was better than her completely checking out, so I was using my lead a little bit. She forgot an auto set one time. I think I had to give her a couple of down cues because she missed the first time I said it. A lot of these problems is because I myself was just nervous at the time and I was not giving her clear signals, so it's not entirely her fault. But really, I just need to get her out. I need to expose her to public places more, and I need to increase her motivation, and I think we'll be fine.
For easy when I'm so pure. I'm falling hard and falling fast. Oh, they can't come.
Her stand for examination, she's so cute. All she wants to do is just go say hello to everybody. Honestly, she's so different to Mischa. Mischa could not care less about other people, honestly. But for Fable, that's just who she is. She just likes to go say hi to everybody. So she thought the judge was coming over to give her love. So I think I need to work on that a little bit. And her recall, this is so Fable. She just came with all the speed in the world and then decided right at the end that it was way too much bother to finish the exercise in a sit. So instead she just jumped up and chest bumped me. And then the judge immediately said I should not be kissing her on the head for that, which I agree with.
I need you to stay. How about forever? Yeah. How about forever?
Alright, so trial is finished. Mischa, on that last rally trial, I mean, I'll do a voiceover, but on that last rally with Mischa, we got 100 points out of 100. Perfect score. And I don't know, but I almost certainly have placed with a score like that. So that's great. Come on, pop up. Good girl. 100 points out of 100. Good girl, Mishy. It's a shame I didn't tell her to stay and she broke the stand for examination, because I'm pretty sure we would have definitely have gotten a qualification for that one. Anyway, this is what it is. But yeah, so we're just about going to head back on the road and head home. It's already evening. Yeah.